Hi everybody, 11 Institute welcomes all the students of class 9 to Mathematics chapter number 2, Polynomials video lecture number 3. In the previous video lecture we have started off with a new topic, zeros of polynomial and values of polynomial. We started exercise 2.2 and you have been given in homework question number 1. I told you to try this in CW. You just had to put up different values of x in this polynomial. So let us see the solution. Check it with the homework that you have done, and in case you have made any mistakes, rectify them at your own end. So this is the solution. See, instead of x in the polynomial, we have found out p of 0, and instead of x we have written 0 over here everywhere. So answer for the first one is 3, for the second one is -6, and for the third one is -3. Right, so these are the answers for question number 1. In case you have made any mistake, rectify them from the solution that is given over here. I shall move ahead. This was also given to you in homework. For each and every polynomial you had to find three values, p of 0, p of 1 and p of 2. Fine, so this is the solution for it. See, this is the first polynomial. Yes, this is the first polynomial, y square minus y plus 1. See, instead of y we have written 0, we have written 1 and we have written 2, and we have three different answers for it. Similarly, here also we have put 0, 1 and 2 instead of t, and we have again three answers for this. Similarly, here instead of x we have written 0, 1 and 2, and again we have three answers for it. Similarly, in the last one also, instead of x we have written 0, we have written 1 and we have written 2. Some of you might be having confusion over here, so I will solve this for you. P of 0 is equal to 0 minus 1 and 0 plus 1. So 0 minus 1 is minus 1 and 0 plus 1 is 1. Hence, this step you get over here, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Right, and again you have three answers for the three questions over here. So in case you have made any mistakes, please correct them with the solution that is given over here. Right. Once you finish rectifying this, we shall move ahead to main question number 3 of this ongoing exercise. Yes, so this is question number 3. Verify whether following are zeros of polynomial indicated against them. See, we have done this in example number 3 as well as example number 5. This value of x we have to take from here and we have to input it in the polynomial. That's it. If we get the answer 0, then that particular value of x is the 0 of our polynomial, or else it is not. So let us start with the solution. And let us check the first one. Px is equal to 3x plus 1. Now instead of x we will write minus 1 upon 3. So we will write therefore p of minus 1 upon 3 is equal to 3 into brackets again minus 1 upon 3 instead of x, and we will write plus 1 as it is. Now this 3 and 3 will cancel each other, right? This 3 and this 3 will cancel each other. So what is remaining with us is this minus 1 plus 1. Now minus 1 plus 1, obviously it is 0. So we get p of minus 1 upon 3 is equal to 0. Right. So in answer we obtain 0. The polynomial becomes 0 when we take the value of x is equal to minus 1 upon 3. So therefore we can write minus 1 upon 3 is a 0 of given polynomial. Given polynomial with variable x. This is the short form for polynomial with variable x. I hope this is quite clear to you. Let us now move ahead and try to solve the second one. So again, first of all, we will write the polynomial over here. Px is equal to 5x minus pi. Now the problem is some of the students, they start fearing when they see this pi. There is nothing to fear. You just have to substitute the value of x in the polynomial. That's it. Fine. So let us put this value. What is the value of x that is given to us? 4 upon 5. So we can write over here p of 4 upon 5 is equal to, this 5 will remain as it is. Now instead of x we can write 4 upon 5 and minus pi will remain as it is. Again the 5 in the numerator and the 5 in the denominator will cancel each other like this. So what remains with us is 4 minus pi. Right, so therefore I can write p of 4 upon 5 is equal to 4 minus pi. Now think, what is the approximate value of pi? 3.14. So when you, in fact, if you put over here 3.14, 4 minus 3.14 is not equal to 0. So we can write therefore p of 4 upon 5 is not equal to 0. And if it is not equal to 0, we can write therefore 4 upon 5 is not a 0 of given polynomial with variable x. I hope this is clear to you. Please pause the video and write this much in your CW. Alright, I hope you have written this. Let us now see the next sub questions in the same question number 3. Right, there are many questions. So now we will see the third one over here. So I will again write the polynomial over here. Px is equal to x square minus 1. And this time we have been given two values of x. One time it is 1 and another time it is minus 1. So in the same polynomial we will input two values. So first of all let us take x is equal to 1. So I can write therefore p of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 1. See, instead of x we have written 1. Now what is 1 square? 1 square is 1. And here it is already 1. So 1 minus 1 we get the answer 0. So p of 1 is 0. See, on putting the value 1 we get the answer 0. So therefore I can write 1 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. 1 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Now we have one more value minus 1. So we will input minus 1 also over here. Right, so again the same polynomial, but instead of x we will write minus 1. So this time we have p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 the whole square minus 1. What is minus 1 the whole square? It is 1. Right, minus 1 the whole square is 1. And this minus 1 will be kept as it is. So again 1 minus 1 we get the answer as 0. P of minus 1 is 0. So again we can write over here therefore minus 1 is the 0 of given polynomial. So if you put 1 then also you get 0. If you put minus 1 then also you get 0. So 1 and minus 1 both are zeros of given px. I hope this is very much clear to you. Let us now move ahead and see the solution of fourth one. So again here also we have been given two polynomials, right? And let us check both of them. So first of all we will write the polynomial as it is. So px is equal to x plus 1 into x minus 2, x plus 1 into x minus 2, right? Now let us take x is equal to minus 1, so we can write therefore p of minus 1 is equal to, wherever we see x we will input minus 1, so we can write minus 1 plus 1, and here we can write minus 1 minus 2. See, instead of x we have written minus 1, rest it is as it is. So now minus 1 plus 1 is 0, minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So what we get is p of minus 1 is equal to 0. So therefore we can write minus 1 is the 0 of given polynomial in variable x. I hope this is very much clear to you. Let us now input the value 2 over here and check whether we get the answer or not. Fine. So let us try that too. Same polynomial, but we will write p of 2. Sorry, not minus 2. We will write p of 2. Yes. So again the same polynomial x plus 1 into x minus 2, but here we shall write 2 plus 1 into 2 minus 2. See, you can see instead of x we have written 2. Again instead of x we have written 2. Now 2 plus 1 we get 3, and 2 minus 2 we have 0. So 3 into 0 will give us 0, because anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So again we get p of 2 is equal to 0. So therefore we can write 2 is the 0 of given px. 2 is the 0 of given px. I hope you don't have any doubts in this. Very much clear. So for all the values of x over here we get the answer 0. Hence those corresponding values of x are the zeros of px, right? They are the zeros of given px. Please pause the video and write this down in your CW. Alright, I hope you might have written this. Let us now move to next two questions, number 5 and number 6. Fine. So let us go with the fifth one first. We will write the polynomial over here. Px is equal to x square. Now instead of x we have to write 0, because x is equal to 0 is given to us. So we can write therefore p of 0 is equal to 0 square, and we very well know that 0 square is 0. So p of 0 is equal to 0. So by putting the value 0 we get the answer also 0. So I can write therefore 0 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. I hope you don't have any doubt in this. Let us now move ahead and see the sixth one. So we will write over here number 6, and we will first of all write the polynomial as it is. Px is equal to Lx plus m. See, don't worry, sir. L, M, X. You do not have to worry. You just have to put this value of x inside the polynomial. So, what is the value of x that is given to us? It is minus m upon L. So, be very careful. Instead of x, we will write minus m upon L. See, we have done nothing. Just we have written minus m upon L instead of x. Now, this L will remain as it is. Instead of x, we will write minus m upon L. I hope this is clear to you. Instead of h we have written minus m upon L, and after that we are having plus m, so we will again write over here plus m. Don't be confused at all. Instead of h we have written minus m upon L. Instead of h we have written minus m upon L. Now this L and this L will cancel each other. So what we get is minus m plus m. Now minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Similarly, minus m plus m is also 0. A positive term and negative term with the same value will cancel out each other. So P of minus m upon L is equal to 0. So again we get 0 over here by putting the particular value of h. So that particular value of h is known as 0 of our polynomial. Fine. So we can write over here, therefore minus m upon L is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Right? Please pause the video and write this down in your CW. Alright, I hope you have written this. Let us see the next two questions, number 7 and number 8. Right, so let us start with number 7. So first of all, we will write the polynomial as it is. Polynomial with variable x is equal to 3h square minus 1. Now again you can see over here we have been given two values of x. So we will check both of them. Let us check the first value of x, which is minus 1 upon root 3. So here instead of x we will write minus 1 upon root 3. So this 3 will remain as it is. Now instead of x we will write minus 1 upon root 3 the whole square. See, here it is h square. So instead of h we have written this number and its square, right? And over here we have again minus 1. Now let us solve this. See, this 3 will remain as it is. Now this power 2 is for both the numbers. So let us apply minus 1 square. So what is minus 1 square? Minus 1 square is 1. Minus 1 square is 1. Then we have root 3 square. Now you have studied this in chapter number 1. Root 3 square. So square and square root will cancel their effect and we get the answer 3. So root 3 square will be 3. And here again we have minus 1. So this 3 and this 3 will cancel each other. So here we have 1 minus 1 and 1 minus 1 gives us 0. So P of minus 1 upon root 3 is equal to 0. So again we get the answer 0 over here. So we can write therefore minus 1 upon root 3 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. I hope you don't have any doubt in this. Let us now check for the next number, which is 2 upon root 3. Same polynomial, but instead of minus 1 upon root 3 we will now try with 2 upon root 3. So again I will write therefore P of 2 upon root 3. Right, so this is the polynomial 3h square minus 1. So 3 will remain as it is. Instead of h we will write 2 upon root 3 and here it is h square. So we will also square this bracket minus 1. Let us solve it further. 3 will remain as it is. 2 square will give us 4 and root 3 square will again give us 3 over here. And this is minus 1. So this 3 and this 3 will cancel each other. Now what we have is 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 we get 3 over here. So as you can see, we do not get the answer 0 over here. So we can write therefore P of 2 by root 3 is not equal to 0. P of 2 by root 3 is not equal to 0, and therefore we can write 2 upon root 3 is not a 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Not a 0 of given polynomial with variable x. I hope you don't have any doubt in this. One of the numbers is 0 of the given polynomial. Another number is not a 0 of given polynomial. Right. So this was number 7. Now we will start with number 8. Right. So we can see number 8 over here. Right. And let us now write this. So I will again write the polynomial over here for number 8. Px is equal to 2x plus 1. Now instead of x we have to write 1 upon 2. So I will write over here therefore P of 1 upon 2 is equal to this 2 will remain as it is, and instead of this x we will again write 1 upon 2 plus 1. So this 2 and this 2 will cancel each other. So what remains with us is 1 plus 1, and 1 plus 1 we get the answer 2. So you can see we do not get 0 over here. So therefore we can write P of 1 by 2 is not equal to 0. P of 1 by 2 is not equal to 0. As it is not equal to 0, we can write therefore 1 upon 2 is not a 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Fine. Please pause the video and write this down in your CW. Alright, I hope you have written this. Let us move to the next question, number 4. And again there are many sub questions. 3 of them are getting reflected on our screen. Let us see. Find the 0 of the polynomial in each of the following cases. Very easy. We have to find the 0. So what we will do, we will make the polynomial itself as 0, and we will solve to get the answer of x. So let us see the solution. Let us see the first one. Right, what we will write over here, let px is equal to 0. Fine. So now instead of px we will write x plus 5. So I can write therefore x plus 5 is equal to 0. This 5 will go to the other side and it will become minus 5. So we get the answer of x as minus 5. So when polynomial is 0, x is minus 5. So we can write therefore minus 5 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. I hope you don't have any doubts in this. Let us now move ahead and solve the second one. Simple question this is. Nothing to worry. See, all of these are linear polynomials, so you can quickly get the answers. Right, again we will write over here let px is equal to 0. Instead of px we will write x minus 5. So we can write therefore x minus 5 is equal to 0. Minus 5 will go to the other side and it will become plus 5. So we get the answer of x is equal to 5. When px is 0, the answer of x is 5. So we can write therefore 5 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Fine. Let us now solve the third one. So the third polynomial that is given to us is 2x plus 5, and we have to find the 0. So again our first step will be same. Let px is equal to 2x plus 5. Is it? No, px is 2x plus 5, that is fine. But what we have to assume? We have to assume that let px is equal to 0. Fine, don't be confused. So we will write over here let px is equal to 0. Now instead of px we will write its value. What is the value of px given to us? 2x plus 5. So we can write over here 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Plus 5 will go to the other side. So 2x will remain as it is, and this plus 5 will become minus 5. Here 2 is in multiplication. When it goes to the other side, it will come to the denominator. So what we get is x is equal to minus 2. So therefore we can write minus 5 upon 2 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Fine. So this is how we find the zeros. Just by taking the polynomial as 0, we get the answer of x. Clear? Please pause the video and write this down in your CW. Alright, let us move ahead and see the next questions in the same 4, 5 and 6. Let us solve them. Let us solve the fourth one. Let us see the solution over here. So let us see the fourth one first. What we will write over here, let px is equal to 0. Now instead of px we will write its value, which is 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Minus 2 will go to the other side and it will become plus 2. 3 is in multiplication over here. When it goes to the other side, it will go to the denominator. So we get the answer x is equal to 2 by 3. Hence we can write 2 upon 3 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Fine. So this was number 4. Now let us see number 5. So number 5 is very much simple. Again we will write let px is equal to 0. Instead of px we will write therefore 3x is equal to 0. Here 3 is in multiplication. When it goes to the other side, it will go into the denominator, and we know that 0 upon 3 is 0. So we get the answer of x is equal to 0. So we can write therefore 0 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Fine. Let us now check the sixth one. Yes. So again, common step, let px is equal to 0. Instead of px, we will write ax is equal to 0. We want the answer of h, so we will take the a to the other side and it will go to the denominator. Now 0 upon a is 0. હવે સમજો અહીંયા a is not equal to 0 લખ્યું છે. What does it mean? If you take a is equal to 0, we get 0 upon 0. And 0 upon 0 is inappropriate. You cannot answer that. It is infinity, or it is answerless, or it is numberless whatsoever. You cannot solve this 0 upon 0. Fine. એટલું બધું ડીપમાં જવાની જરૂર નથી for now. So 0 upon anything, the answer is 0. So again we get x is equal to 0, and therefore we can write 0 is the 0 of given polynomial with variable x. Fine. I hope you don't have any doubts in this. See, these both are same. Instead of 3 here we are having a મિનિમમ થાય છે. તમે 7h લ્યો, 8h લ્યો, 9h લ્યો, આન્સર 0 જ આવશે. રાઈટ, એટલે અહીં જનરલી એ આપી દીધો છે આપણને. Please pause the video and write this down in your CW. I hope you have written this. Let us now see number 7. Ph is equal to Ch plus D. So again our answer will start on the same note. What we will write? Let Ph is equal to 0. So instead of Ph we can now write therefore Ch plus D is equal to 0. Plus D will go to the other side, so it will become minus D. C is in multiplication over here. When it goes to the other side, it will go to the denominator, so we get minus D upon C. So this is our answer. So therefore we can write minus D upon C is the 0 of given polynomial in variable x. Right, very easy question. Please pause the video and write this down in your CW. Alright, I hope you have written this. So this is the end of exercise 2.2. Now we will meet again in the next video lecture and we will study about the remainder theorem, and now the real fun starts. The tough things of the chapter will start now. So get your basics clear. Finish this in your CW. No extra homework in rough book. Just finish this in your CW. And we shall again meet in the next video lecture. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. Goodbye.